asking me questions. Yeah, I know you, but we ain't friends. Quit asking me questions. Yeah, we in this section, but you can't get in. Quit asking me questions.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Please Don't Come Again.
I'm Sarah.
I'm Bonn.
Mark,
I swear to
Stop
fucking
whistling.
God. And then we have Brooksie over on the guest couch today.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm gonna be in and out today. I'm out right now.
So Mark's mic is acting a little funky, so he will be in and out today.
Yeah.
Like the burger.
Like the burger. Hopefully he's out during those jokes.
Yeah, that would be helpful.
Wow.
We also have Winter over there next to Brooksie.
Wow.
Hey guys, it's me, Winter. And Bandit's around here somewhere. I can't see her right
All
now.
stretched out.
Doing the split.
Oh, she's doing the sploot. She's very cute.
What is a
still.
sploot?
Where they lay flat on their stomach with like their back legs all stretched out.
Is that like a thing? Like it's a well-known
Yeah.
name? The sploot?
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
Wow, that's
Well,
sassy.
Brooksie already admitted that she's not a dog person.
Well,
so
I mean,
But I
couldn't
like
cats
dogs.
sploot,
I like
though?
dogs. I like dogs.
Nice attempt to cover up.
just not a dog person.
Couldn't cats
There's a big
also
difference.
sploot in theory?
Yes.
Yeah.
Cats do
But I'm
that.
saying,
But
so it's not just dogs.
I've never
it's all
seen buttons
animals.
do that, so I don't know.
No? All right.
I've never seen a cat do it either.
I've never seen a cat.
I've seen lots of cats do the sploot.
The sploot.
Sploot? Wait, what?
Sploot.
Yeah, the dog hater would say that.
Oh my god, I'm a dog hater. This is my life, constantly trying to ensure people that I don't hate dogs. But
It is very rare that you find someone you've come across like someone who's like, yeah, I'm just not that into them. Like,
Remember that?
they're okay.
Remember that
I don't know.
episode of Sunny when Dennis says on the news that he doesn't like dogs?
Oh, well, she's like, maybe you'll love
I
me
think it's
if I
because,
snuggle up with
like,
you.
Why
I
don't
didn't grow
you
up with a
like
dog.
me?
Yeah. Did
Yeah.
you not grow up with a dog?
I didn't grow up with a dog. Like,
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I'm gonna let you know I didn't grow up with a dog, and it only made me want one
Good for you.
100 times more.
No.
My friend Rose is the same way. She's like so heartbroken that she can't have a dog because she never had one. Well, when she was very little, she had one, but not like at all growing up. And then now her husband is allergic to dogs, so she can't have
Yeah.
a dog.
No.
It's so sad.
I mean, to be completely fair, I didn't like any animals at all until we got Winter.
Oh, baby.
Okay,
She's
for
like,
any of my
okay.
friends listening, this dog just licked my face. So
She's
It
you know
did.
what I'm feeling
all
right
up in
now.
her lap right now.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
Winter is a huge cuddler.
This is fine.
Be
I'm
nice.
fine.
Oh.
Everybody.
Oh, she's like, seriously, please love me.
God, Winter.
What did I
Okay.
do to deserve this?
Winter.
Also, winter's on my bladder right now.
Oh no, Winter.
You can always push her aside.
Yeah, you can
We're
shove
good,
her.
we're good.
She doesn't. She
Okay,
doesn't
moving
care.
on.
Yeah.
She's so cute right now.
Yeah.
This is cute.
Um,
I'll admit. I
she's-
admit. I'm sure this
She's
is cute.
smiling. She's like, I'm gonna
You
get her.
said, I'm sure this is cute. Like you're in a third person perspective of the situation.
And I'm aware that I probably look really awkward too. But I'm like,
Well, it's going on our Instagram story.
On camera,
Because
it's
Winter
not
has
getting
the
that part.
biggest smile on her face right now. She's just,
Wow.
I've got you. I've got you in my
I mean,
grip.
she's like warm
She
and
is
very
warm.
soft. She just has some nails. on
Listen,
her.
you knew what you
Yeah.
were getting into when you came into this room.
I did.
Uh,
I mentioned him this morning. I'm not a dog person. He immediately
really?
pulls out his phone to show me pictures of his dog to change my mind.
Yeah, I'm like, well, have you ever
gotta see
seen
this.
Bandit?
You gotta see this.
I guess, yeah.
You did say she
Dog
was very
owners can't-
fluffy.
She's super fluffy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of
That's
looks like a
more of just,
little
like-
baby bear.
She does look like
yeah,
a baby
she
bear.
has that baby bear butt.
Bear bandit.
So cute. I
Bear
love watching
butts.
it run.
Yeah.
Anywho, enough about dogs.
My favorite.
Never
subject.
enough about dogs. So Brooksie was telling me before that like a couple of pretty crazy stories when we were at the shop that one day. So
fun
tell us
stories.
about your like your work history, how you went from Boston to Detroit to Cleveland, and like where you were
Tell us everything.
along the way. Yeah,
Your
tell
whole
us
life story.
Start from the
everything.
beginning.
Yeah,
yeah.
like from birth.
Dear Diary.
Okay.
First,
That
I
a
was
little long
born.
time. And then, okay, no. I was about to do Goonies. I won't do that. I will just go back about 15 years. How about that?
All
I
right.
think that. So this is back when I was in Boston. This is like 2004. I started working at the North Face. So I worked there for 13 years. So I worked on Newbury Street. I don't know if you guys have ever been to Boston.
No.
No, I've
But
been to
it's like
Boston.
the shopping street, the popular shopping street, like right by Fenway Park and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I just started working there and worked my way up to management, living the dream. And it was super fun working there, but it was just crazy. There was just so many like shoplifting scenarios there. And just
Was it like daily?
pretty much. Well, I don't know.
Dang.
I mean, I don't really remember. I'm sure probably that we didn't even know about.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, because it's also like, it's kind of hard to explain. Like, there's a ton of shady stuff on that street, but it was also a really nice, fancy shopping street. So,
Okay.
you know
Like
what I mean?
probably a bunch of people with money, and then people who are like coming and being like,
Miracle
"Yo, there's a
Mile
bunch of
kind of
people
vibe.
with money walking around
Yeah,
here."
exactly. Yeah. Tourists. Like, it
Yeah.
was tons of tourists. So, yeah, I was telling you the story about one time this guy came in and he just, so there's, you know, a couple different types of shoplifters, but like there'd either be the sneaky kind or the just like, I don't give a fuck, I'm gonna grab all this stuff and just run out the door. So this guy grabs like, he just scoops up like 15 jackets off the rack like closest to the door and just runs out. And we're all just like, what the? And like the biggest rule, I don't know if you guys have ever worked like retail.
Like once.
No.
I worked
No.
at Sephora during Christmas
Okay.
time. That was horrible.
Yeah. Oh man, I bet. So you're not supposed to chase. You know. So what do I do? Well, I mean, I just ran out the door because I was like, no way! Like I'm not letting him get away with this.
Yeah.
I run out the door, and he hops in this car that's waiting for him right there. So I just like memorize the license plate number, run back inside. We call the cops. And like this is one of those rare instances where the cops are there like right away because they're kind of always cruising up and down the street. And yeah, Bandit knows. So like the cops show up and they've already called it in and they're already like searching for this guy and they I think I can't remember. I think they like found the car, but they ditched the car and they were running. I think I left that part out. In the story. But so yeah, the cop just shows up and he's like, "Okay, do you want to come with me to like try and get this guy?" And I looked at my boss and he's like, "Go." And so
He's like, here's your gun.
yeah. But I don't know if he was just trying to show off or what, but he puts me up front and he's just like,
Oh,
it's okay.
Winter.
and he's just like, "Oh, this is great." He like goes full force, like driving down the streets of Boston, like speeding, and I'm in the car like,
like, oh shit.
and yeah, I know we went to like at least 2 different spots where they had like pulled people over that matched the description.
Oh damn.
And like the first time I had to be like, no, I don't see him. And then the second time, they caught him and like I'm sitting in the cop car and like they have him stand in front of the car and they're like, is this him? And he's staring at me.
Oh, God.
Like I was really
yeah, that's pretty
scared.
aggressive. And there's
Yeah.
no like two-way mirror and
Yeah,
It's
I don't
just-
know. This is
He's
like-
like looking
this is
directly
the
in your
car.
eyes.
Straight through the windshield.
I know. He's
Yeah.
staring at me and I was like, yeah, that's him. And then here, I'll give you
Awkward.
this.
Did you like cover your mouth when you said it?
I was like, that's him.
Yeah.
And then the cop's like, here, this is for you, Mark. We got a positive ID on the suspect. Is that good?
That was
my
very
attempt.
was better than Mark's.
Positive. Okay, that's the best I can do. But I had to go to court and stuff to like, I don't know, make sure that he got in trouble.
Yeah.
That's the only time I ever had to go to court.
Damn, like ditched a car and went through all that trouble just for some jackets.
Wait, he ditched the car and got into
they're
another car?
expensive
Yeah,
jackets,
so
but
what ends up happening is, I think there was 3 of them. There was the driver, or maybe the driver was his girlfriend, because she was in court too.
Oh my
And she
God.
was like pregnant. It was
Oh,
just like,
no.
I was like, oh my God. This is, but you know, you have, like, working for like a corporation, you have to like file a police report and stuff. But I got the jackets back when they took me to the police station, and they gave me the jackets back, and they wanted to take a picture or something, so I was all like I smiled and got excited. It was just really stupid.
triumph.
Yeah, they didn't think it was funny. I was trying to be funny, but they didn't think it was funny.
They were like, "Ma'am, this is our job."
Yeah, we have to take pictures of the. So yeah, it was like 10 or 15 white jackets. I think they were all dirty and destroyed. And
Oh,
it was
no.
just like.
Like,
but,
what's the point?
Yeah.
Did you go back in your store, like, holding it above your head, like, I did it, I won?
I mean, this was like hours later, so I feel like we were closed at that point. I don't really remember.
You go back, you're like, guys.
Everybody,
where's
I
no-
did it,
I guess I'll just leave these here.
I'll leave these here for everybody.
Just hang them back up on the rack, sadly.
No one ever knew they were gone.
There's
But-
like footprints all over them.
Not all heroes wear capes.
They wear the North Face.
You're welcome, North Face.
North
Yeah.
Face, if you're listening.
Where's that
Did
sponsorship?
they send
No.
out a congratulatory like newsletter or anything to you?
Yeah. Are you in the local
No.
papers?
See, like if they would have known I even like ran outside, I could have got like fired
That's
because you're not supposed to chase.
Yeah.
like, yeah, probably. I mean, it's probably just so you don't endanger yourself
Yeah,
or other
It's
for your
100%
own
so she
safety.
doesn't endanger
Yeah.
herself. She woke up there, dude just shoots her in the face.
Yeah.
So is that where your like vigilante life started, and you
Yeah.
And
started
then from
doing?
then on, it was just.
It's always darkest
roaming the
just before the
streets.
dawn.
Oh my god.
Trying to
But I
catch the
did
villain.
tell you, so that was early in my career.
Oh, that was early on.
Yeah, that was very
Before
early
you were
on.
jaded. And you're
Yeah,
like,
but-
fuck all of
Yeah,
these
because then
shoplifters.
I also told you the story later. This was in Detroit, where, and this was in a mall.
Gross.
I hated working in the mall, but this one I actually did chase someone out of the store, running as fast as I can, all throughout the mall, like all the way.
Chasing
to Macy's.
after or chasing someone out of?
No, I was chasing after this woman who stole like 3 or 4 really expensive jackets, and I straight up saw her do it. So there was no doubt in my mind.
And she must have been running.
And she was just booking it, and
Oh,
I
dang.
was too. I was just, you know, when you just like, I'm just like, not in my store, not on my watch. Like, and she was throwing jackets down in the mall as she was running because she's just like giving up, but she still had one, and I lost her in Macy's, and then
You can lose anything and anyone
Yeah.
inside of a Macy's.
Oh my god, yeah.
I think I went back and was just like, everybody, I was on my lunch break, or something like that. So it would be like, I wasn't on, you know,
Wasn't on company
wasn't
time.
on company time.
Just went for a jog on my lunch break.
Yeah. So
Wild.
Chasing down bad guys.
yeah,
know.
it's pretty badass.
it's just so infuriating when you see them do it.
yeah.
And even though it's like a big corporation and I shouldn't really care, I was just really like, this is my store.
Well, it's a personal thing.
Yeah, and it's like the principle of the matter. Like, these assholes are just grabbing something that's not theirs, and then they just get away with it, and they feel like, oh, I got away with
Yeah.
it, and then they tell their
Yeah,
friends.
it feels like they
or-
got one over on you.
Yeah.
What it feels like.
But looking back, I would never do that again.
Yeah.
Like, that was just so stupid. In your, like you said, like, yeah, I could have got badly injured or something.
Yeah,
So,
that would have sucked. You
She
wouldn't
like
be
turns
here.
a corner and like all of her friends are there. You're like, all right, y'all can have your jackets. I'll see you later.
Have some West Side Story
Yeah.
kind of face off.
Yeah, they also snapping at you.
So,
but that's not really customer service. But, well,
I mean, yeah.
I mean, kind of.
Yeah.
More like customer vigilante.
Kind of,
Yeah.
yeah. Bad customers.
Have you had any, like, any other retail or outside of retail customer service, or have you been one of the lucky ones?
Well, Well, I mean, like when I was a kid, I think I worked at like Little Caesars
Oh.
when I was like
boy.
15.
Selling those $5 pizzas.
Yeah.
But-
Did you have
Did
the
it-
$5?
Did they have five back then?
Yeah,
Hot and ready?
Because this was okay. Ready? This was like 90, probably like 92, maybe.
Okay.
Were you guys born yet?
I was 1 year old.
I was 2.
I was -1.
All right. So, yeah, this is a while ago. I don't even really remember that job. I didn't like it. I remember I didn't like it.
Were you a front register person or were you making
Out there
pizzas?
flipping
No, I
dough.
was like doing the dough and putting toppings on.
Okay,
I don't
cool.
think the manager she didn't like me and she made me do the things. I
No
don't
one
know.
else
I'd
wanted
way
to do
rather
it.
just build pizzas than talk
Yeah.
to people, though.
Same.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I don't think I even worked there for very long. And then I think I worked, as far as like food, do you mean like,
I mean, really anything.
it's mostly retail, like clothing retail and stuff.
Okay.
And then I had a short stint at a different local coffee shop here a couple years ago.
Oh, really? How was that?
I feel like I shouldn't talk about it.
Yeah, it's okay. There's only so many coffee shops in the city.
That's true.
It
Yeah.
was close
True.
by, but not.
I think we could name off a couple and we'd know.
Oh, I actually know.
It's been around for a while.
Yeah, I know.
Dunkin' Donuts.
No, somebody
Yeah.
mentioned. I forget who was telling me that you worked there, but I was
Yeah.
like, oh, wow, really?
Well, it started because I was trying to get them to sell my baked goods.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's like, you should work here. And I'm like, okay.
All right, why not, I guess.
Yeah, like he just made it sound so enticing. You know?
Are you a people pleaser?
You
Do you have a problem saying no?
Yeah.
The way he just presented it to me, I was just like, yeah, that's a good idea. Okay. So I did that I feel like I did it for maybe.
Is that how you ended up in Cleveland?
No.
Somebody's just like,
Oh,
you
did I
should work
skip
here.
that part?
Relocated just for this one.
Somebody
was
told
already
me I
here.
should.
Yeah.
I did that and I did not like it.
Were the customers just like,
You know, the customers were
Crazy.
all right, but so this place has been there for a really long time,
Mm-hmm.
and they're just regulars. And
Yeah.
it's also just a ton of old men.
oh yeah. I used to hang out
What?
there all the
Are
time.
you taking notes?
I think he's gonna
Mom's
ask.
right now, old men.
Yeah. Yes.
Is that why you hung out there,
Are you
Sarah? I used to
guessing? Yeah.
hang out.
Oh, okay. So
I didn't see it.
He's just
I've
guessing the
been
name.
going to that place since I was a
Yeah,
child.
Probably.
my
yeah.
dad would take me there for hot chocolate all the time.
Oh yeah,
when
I'll
I
check
was
it all the
little.
time.
Yeah.
My stepdad, his whole family's been going there their whole lives. You've probably seen them before.
Good for that place. You know, it just wasn't for me.
Oh, I
That's
would
the
never-
kind of place it is where it's just like old dudes who've been going there for like 20 years.
Well, I think me and the rest of the listeners feel a little left out.
Yeah, well,
okay.
Can
I
you
don't know
show
what you're
him
talking
the paper
about.
so he
Okay,
knows
Mark,
where
try
it
not
is?
to cry about it.
I'm upset.
fucking
I just don't want to I don't know.
No,
Not
it's
that
a
I'm
good
really.
thing.
I'm not bashing it or anything.
No.
I saw the first word.
Oh well, it's pretty obvious after that.
As if he could read that writing, Bon.
It was very hard to
Also,
read.
you spelled
I looked at it,
coffee
but I
wrong.
couldn't read it.
There, how's that? How's that?
I did have actually a really cool experience
know it.
there.
Never heard
I
of
don't
it.
know if this is gonna be an interesting story or not,
Yeah.
but it.
That's all interesting.
I was just like, this kind of shit is like what I'm into. Like one time I was working and there was like this older lady, and
where are we at right now?
we're at this.
Okay, at
the
the spot.
place-
At the spot.
We're at the spot, the
Got it.
coffee
The
shop,
secret spot.
and so there's this older lady, and then a guy and a girl, like a little bit younger than her, were there forever. And then they came up to me and like paid, and the two people left, and the older lady stayed, and she just came up to me for a minute. And she was just like, "Those are my children." I'm trying to remember the age. I think they were 50. I'm pretty sure she said 50. She was like, "I gave them up for adoption 50 years ago, and I just met them for the first time."
Whoa.
And we were just meeting, and they were twins.
Oh.
Whoa.
And she goes, then she looks at me and she's like, "I've never told anyone this."
Oh my god.
And I was just like, "Oh my god."
Holy shit.
Yeah, it was crazy.
I am the chosen one.
Yeah.
And she was just telling me, she's like, she got pregnant really young, and her parents made her like keep it a secret and then give them away, and no one ever
Damn.
knew. And then I think they did one of those ancestry things and found her, and they just happened to like live in Euclid or something, like not far apart. They were separated. I think the twins were separated.
Oh.
Wow.
And
So they didn't even know that they had a sibling either.
I think I might be getting this story wrong. I have a bad memory sometimes, even though it was just like 2 years ago. But yeah, and then she just said that to me, and then she left, and I'm there by myself.
You're like,
And I'm just
okay,
like,
well, fucking drop a
tell
bomb.
Yeah. You're like, so do you guys need more coffee?
Yeah, you gonna pay for that?
So, like, your total is...
Yeah, so it's 22.
That's crazy.
So, oh my god.
I gotta go mop the bathroom. I guess have fun. Don't cry over everything.
But like stuff like that
Let me know if you need
is
anything.
what I do miss about working, like interacting with people, because I don't really interact. I mean, now
Well,
I'm
that
like,
sounds more like a Lifetime movie than
For
real
real?
life.
if you're listening,
Yeah, if you're listening to Lifetime movie makers. Does Lifetime make all their own movies?
Probably, yeah.
it seems like it.
Yeah. I used to
They're
watch,
all
I
On
watched,
that
not
budget?
good.
I watched so many Lifetime movies, guys. You have no idea.
It's a
Why?
lot to
My,
watch.
my mom's like super into them.
Oh, yeah.
And I would just like hang out
God.
with her, and we would just like watch Lifetime movies together. Except
I'd
like
watch Lifetime movies with
I
your mom.
understood they were movies, and she kind of thought my mother came here when she was 19,
Oh, okay.
and I feel like I like understood their movies, and she kind of like did think they're movies, but like maybe a little of her thought that like how the world works, because she used to like yell at me and stuff.
This is real life.
She would yell at me for stuff when I was a teenager that she thought was happening in my life. And I was like, no, where are you getting this information from? She said, Lifetime. And I'm like, that's not real.
It's not. I was gonna move back home next year and meet the guy from high school.
Yeah,
and
seriously.
get
And then he
married.
like kidnapped me and took me to a cabin. And now I'm chained up in his basement.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
that kind of shit happens on Lifetime?
Yeah,
it does.
dude.
Whoa.
That's the exact plot to a movie.
I didn't know that.
Oh my God.
I thought Lifetime was like
Okay.
really like sweet, heartfelt kind of stuff.
Is she on
No,
your
it was
bladder?
not Sweetheart. It is super, super aggressively depressing movies for no reason.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
And they're all horribly acted.
Horribly acted. I mean, we're like
Sorry, Lifetime actors.
maybe like a notch above porn. Maybe a notch above porn.
Winter.
Winter
have
just
something to
sniffed
say?
so much in the mic. It
You're trying to lick my face again.
sounded
Look
funny.
at her smile.
Oh, she's
Hey,
like,
settle
Winter,
down,
Winter,
settle
hey.
down.
she's literally
Winter.
Come here.
on my bladder.
Winter. Come here.
Winter.
Winter.
Settle down. No, stop.
What is her deal?
She's about to climb on my table.
Winter. Come here. Come here. Ah.
Do not climb on the table.
Yeah, don't. I'm just gonna ignore her.
Yeah.
I don't want her to stop. Please don't. Come here.
She just
I need to get
jumped
situated.
off.
Is this okay?
Yeah, we're good.
We're just having some dog stuff
Yeah.
going on here.
Dog.
guys.
Dog,
Dog-
technical.
This is why you
dog
should check the
issues.
video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See all the,
See all the
fun
behind
and
the
frivolity.
scenes. Or is this gonna be behind the scenes or in the scenes?
I don't know. I wish that I put the GoPro over there now, and that would have been on camera.
Oh, it's okay.
Oh well.
Next episode, I'm gonna change spots.
Okay.
Okay.
Back of my head's kind
Okay.
of this.
So fast forward to now.
Okay. Yeah, so I was with the North Face. I transferred to Detroit and worked there for a couple years at the mall.
I gotta be honest. I didn't even know it was the North Face. I thought it was just North Face.
It's the North Face because do you ever see the TNF? It's like TNF.
No.
That's a thing.
Oh yeah,
I've
never
heard of that.
I've never had a.
the North Face.
Oh. I'm really out
I
of
thought
loop here.
everyone knew that. It's funny how like you think everybody knows something where you've worked.
Yeah.
Like,
It's kind of like people calling Aldi's.
Yeah.
all these like adding.
Well, that's a Cleveland thing.
It really is.
That's
They
a-
just
It's just
add, they
Aldi.
add S
Add
to
an S to
everything.
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 Yeah.
I find myself doing that too. The
Well,
S.
I've never heard anybody say like, "Let's go to Burger King's."
Okay, I have.
Now you will.
Yeah. I
There's
listen
like
for it.
other
But
ones
it's only one king.
Okay, Mark.
that you
There's only
know
one
of.
Burger King. Whoa.
Hey.
What is going on?
TNF. So yeah.
TNF.
Okay.
And then I quit there, and that's when I moved to Cleveland 4
Okay.
years ago.
TMI.
Months ago.
That was funny, Mark. That
Should
was
I have
good.
said that?
That was funny.
Everything I say is funny.
I don't know what
I
that
don't
was.
get it.
For TS.
He said T. Never mind. So fast forward now. We're here in Cleveland.
So 3 years ago, I worked somewhere else for a year, and I'm not even going to talk about it because I hated it so much. Then I quit 3 years ago. And I've been full-time, self-employed vegan baker
Nice.
for 3 years.
What is your company called?
Totally Sweet.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Which I'm not crazy about, but that's been the name since like 2008, and I just didn't feel like changing it.
You've been going at this a way longer than I thought you've been going
Yeah,
at this.
I know. I
That's
should
sick.
be in like Whole Foods now, right?
No,
but I don't really
just didn't
want
know.
to be. I don't know.
Yeah, do you want to keep it pretty,
Yeah.
like,
You'd rather be in
small
Heinen's.
neighborhood? Oh, my God,
Oh,
shut.
are we gonna start this conversation?
Everyone knows.
I go to Costco.
Is that your vote?
But
If you could have a
Sucker.
sponsorship for unlimited food,
Oh,
where would
be,
you take it from?
well,
Heinen's or
for
Costco?
business purposes, it would be Costco.
Yeah, for sure.
Because that's
I
why I
mean,
go.
their contracts are
so
insane.
bad.
That's why I go
Oh
to
my
Costco.
God, dude.
That goes like up on the battery.
I mean, like they could.
Pop that like up on the battery.
We're having a
Yeah,
lot
all
of
kinds of stuff
dog.
going
The dogs are
issues.
fucking shit up.
They're just. They have a lot of energy today. I mean, she could get a contract from Heinen's for what, 10, 15 cases. Costco, they
10,
have to buy.
$15 million.
No, Costco has to
God.
buy a lot, a ton.
That's
So that
true.
check gonna be
like you're
nice.
getting like a much bigger order,
Yeah, hell yeah.
but they don't
Quality
carry like
over
local.
quantity.
Yeah, I mean, Heinen's has great stuff for like groceries.
Thank you.
And
That's what
I'm
we're
saying.
talking
Costco
about.
for business stuff for me.
Yeah, but are you saying like you would like she could sell her products?
If I was
in
a business
Costco?
owner and they both approached me, I would go
Yeah,
to
but
Costco.
Oh, to sell my stuff?
Yeah, they have a
Costco
way larger,
realistically
way larger
doesn't-
order.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't even know how to sell to Costco.
Costco
Yeah,
doesn't
dude.
really do.
I wouldn't be
Local.
able to like do that.
No, the scenario is if they both approached her. It doesn't matter like that she's local or not. I'm just saying.
But realistically,
Okay, well,
Heinen's.
sure.
Okay, Heinen's.
Realistically, she has a way better chance of Heinen's.
I heard Heinen's.
Mark just puts his finger up anytime he hears the word Heinen's. I drove by this Heinen's.
Dude, I went
Someone say
to
Heinen's?
I went to Heinen's yesterday, and I was gonna send you guys a video. And I also just want to clear something up. I mistakenly said that I don't shop at Heinen's, and what I meant to say is that I hadn't been to Heinen's in a while because I moved. I used to go to Heinen's all the time when I lived down, or when I
It's
when
weird
I
how-
worked, when I had a studio downtown. I would go to Heinen's multiple times a week. Multiple times a week. Get some lunch, get some good stuff for the fridge.
But
sure
wait,
you did, Mark.
I
But
forget.
now that I
Have
moved
you been
again,
to
I'm
Costco?
by one.
What's that?
Has he been to Costco though?
Oh,
Yeah.
I have another good Costco-esque
boy.
story.
Lay down, lay down.
I also said that I have a BJ's card.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So I went.
were you lying about
I
that?
just
as well?
moved. I just moved to Willoughby, and I'm like, oh, there's a BJ's right there. Sick. Went to go shopping, and I'm walk in. I'm like, oh, do you need to see my card? And they're like, no, we don't need to see it. So I go shop and I like load up a cart, like get some fucking lunch meat from the deli. I'm like shopping around and shit, and I'm like, man, all these food options are like different from last time I went. Like I went to a different location. I'm like, man, it's weird. Like just like one city over, all the food items are different. Like, and it just kept happening, and I started being like, dude, I don't think this is the right card. And I pulled out my wallet and checked. I have Sam's Club.
Oh my god!
And I was like, fuck. So then I like walked back through the whole grocery store, putting
Had
everything
to put
back.
everything back.
But except for the deli meat, I just slipped it in a cool, just put it somewhere because it was all sliced, you know? And then I
would've,
just
like,
walked
bought the
out.
membership.
Dude, they watched
Right.
me walk back out because you got to pass by them, and I had nothing. And I just told them, I was like, I thought I had a card for here, but it's for Sam's Club.
God.
That's how much I care about these places, and that's how generic they are. Sam's Club, Costco, BJ's, it's all the
Is
same.
that just how forgetful you are?
No, that's how forgetful those places
And is
are.
that how
They all
low
charge you to go
security
inside.
BJ's is? It's like, I don't
know.
care who you
Yeah,
are. Come
you
on
can't
in.
walk into Costco. They're like,
No, they,
Yeah.
they got
Yeah,
Yeah.
they discriminate at Costco.
discriminate against non-members.
The 75-year-old woman's she gonna check you.
Whatever, dude. I just like the finer things in life.
Like not knowing what cards are in your wallet.
You know, I don't pay attention to these small details. I don't memorize phone numbers. I don't know generic bullshit stores.
No phone numbers?
I literally
don't know
know my
anybody's
mom's
phone
phone
number.
number
Really?
and mine.
Yeah, no.
Oh, I know my mom's. I know my dad's. I know my sister's. I know Bond's. I know my grandma's.
What's mine? Don't say it.
Yeah.
I literally only know Sarah's.
I don't know anybody's.
Sarah's
phone
had
number.
the same phone number for the last 13 years. We've been together.
And you've changed yours probably 13 times
No, I think
in the
like
last
20.
You don't
13
really
years.
need to memorize it unless you lose your phone, and then in that case, you just, you know,
What if
you
you-
lost your person forever. Out of contact.
I don't accept that.
How wild will the world be if like Apple or Android just decided to delete everyone's phone contacts?
Well, you're still connected on Instagram,
Yeah.
Facebook.
Facebook
Damn.
Messenger
Snapchat,
is like connected
TikTok.
with.
Yeah, how are you gonna
they
TikTok
have
your
us
mom,
under
Sam? Or
their
Mark?
thumbs.
I almost called you Sam.
Sam.
You did call me Sam.
I was thinking of Sam's Club.
It's BJ.
Yeah, it's BJ.
Oh man.
Can we add that? Can we add that into the snip? How are you in TikTok? Make sure you clip that one.
I like that you said that off the mic.
Right.
I can still hear it.
No one heard that.
We'll just edit it on. All right. Doggy technical difficulties.
Yeah,
today.
these dogs
Yeah.
they're causing problems.
Yeah.
Dogs are causing problems. So.
Man, it's chewing everything.
She's a puppy, Mark.
I know.
Well,
Do you want to hear the laundry list of shit she's fucked up in my house?
Please.
Well, right off the rip, she ruined my massage chair.
Yeah.
Chewed through the
That was
cord.
first day, right?
I don't know. First few days.
Massage chair.
Took me a couple days to notice it, probably. She keeps taking my running shoes and destroying those. She destroyed my slippers.
Not your slippers.
She took my black jean jacket off the hanger and ripped that.
Oh my god.
That's all I've found so far.
That's all that you know
Sick.
of.
Sick.
Oh my god.
But I still love her.
yeah, she's.
I'd die for her. She's fucking up your rug right now.
That's all right. It's a used rug.
She's teething. She can't
That was
help
my
it.
nickname in high school.
used rug.
Used rug.
Oh my
There
god.
it is, dude. We made it 11 podcasts before he said that joke.
That's my personal favorite joke of Bond's.
That was my fault.
We're not always this sloppy. I swear.
It's just like the dogs.
I'm just chilling, observing.
It'll be different in post. Possibly.
Hopefully.
I kind of want to leave it.
We're only human, you guys. What
So-
were we saying?
So we fast forward to now, and you are a solo local baking solo
Vegan baker?
Maybe
vegan
Sarah could
baker
explain
Cleveland.
it.
Yeah, I can't. These words aren't coming out.
Brooksie is a vegan baker who is also baking vegan goods. I had to explain this earlier to Mark. And
/ defend yourself.
yeah, well, it could mean a lot of different things. So, what has been the best part of like working for yourself?
Oh.
Or shifting to no people.
Yeah.
Oh my
I mean,
God.
I'm sure you said you miss it sometimes.
I
like,
mean, I guess
interactions.
Just I definitely miss interactions, but it's not worth it to go back to that.
yeah.
I think just being on my own schedule has just been great, which is kind of my downfall too, because probably like if I was in an interview and they were like, name one of your best and worst whatever traits, I'm like time management is just my work. I'm so bad at it.
Oh, really?
But I still really like just being on my own schedule.
Yeah, I bet.
Like I can.
Oh, shoot. Sorry, Drew. I just ignored your call.
Too late. Yeah, I guess that's it.
Okay.
Like just because I can. So from being in retail for like 14 years, I never got to spend the holidays with my family. So
Oh, yeah.
my family is
Those things don't close for anything.
No. Nope. And I mean, I didn't work in an outlet, but like if you work at the mall, you're going to work Thanksgiving at like midnight,
Yeah.
you know, and Christmas Day at like 6 a.m. and stuff, or whatever, day after Christmas. But like, and my family is in, like, my parents are in Florida, and my brother still lives in like Nashville where I grew up. And so I just never got to see them for any holidays. So the first year I started doing this full time, like, I was just like, we're all gonna spend Christmas together. We did, you know. And
That's awesome.
So now
That's nice.
we kind of like rotate holidays, and it's just been amazing. Like,
That's good.
my family's we're all pretty close, so it's like my parents, my brother and his family, and me.
Nice.
Nice. That's awesome. So, did you have to work like a ton of Black Fridays over your
Oh yeah.
lifespan?
Were they absolute
Were they
shit
nuts?
shows?
Like, were they just?
They're insane, and it was Well, it's actually different at all the different locations I worked at. So on like Newbury Street in Boston, it wasn't as big of a deal because it's not in a mall.
Mhm.
It was still like crazy busy, but when I switched to the mall setting, it was just like eye opener for me. I was like, this sucks. I went from like I would have a staff of, I don't know, let's say like 25 people. But like when I worked at the mall, I actually at one point I had almost 100 employees.
Wow.
Like, with seasonal hires and everything. So
Holy
just
shit.
managing all that and scheduling and like making this store work, it was just crazy. And then you add on like all the customers coming in and just, I don't know if you guys even like really shop at the North Face ever, but it's like, they don't, well, I don't
TNF?
know. At TNF.
TNF.
I don't know what they do now, but when I was there, it was just like they never had sales. Like nothing was ever discounted, and people would come in just like, "Where's your sales?" You know, just like demanding all this, and you're
They
like,
don't exist.
Sorry, everything's full price. You know?
Next thing you know, they're running out with 15
and then they're
jackets.
just grabbing them and leaving.
They're like, all right, no sale. I'll make one.
These are free.
Five-finger discount.
Yeah, for 2
Yeah.
arms discount.
What's the earliest you had to be there? Like midnight after Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
Was that?
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Being all full and running to work.
Which, you know what? So then that was when I lived in Boston, and it kind of didn't matter because I wasn't spending the holiday with my family anyways.
Mm-hmm.
I literally would just do like the vegan Friendsgiving with my friends that live down the street or in the neighborhood, and I would like go to dinner with them, go home and take a nap, and then go to work at like 11 p.m.
Ugh.
But it was kind of nice because then I was done by like 9 a.m. when everything's like getting insane, and I would just be like, peace out. Have a great day, everybody.
Sucks to suck.
Yeah. So
seriously.
it was actually kind of fun. The only thing that sucked was just being there so late or early.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah.
I don't think I ever had to. I worked at Sephora for like a few months.
That sounds like a nightmare.
It wasn't fun. No, I don't
Okay,
really.
Do you see all those memories go back to her head?
Her like voice crack, she's like,
Flooding. Oh,
Yeah. You see
You
her
guys
heart
always
skip a
make
beat.
fun of me
I
when
know
deep
what
sigh.
she's feeling.
No, it wasn't like bad. I just like it was just a lot of people in a very short amount of time. Like,
Yeah.
During Christmas time, like before Christmas, and then after Christmas with the gift cards and the returns,
God,
I'm
gift
like,
cards.
holy fuck, dude!
Gift cards in return.
Oh my god, it was nuts.
And my favorite was always just people like, you should open another register.
You should shut the
Oh.
fuck up.
Should I?
I would if I just had an endless supply of employees.
Is that you submitting your application? Okay. I love it when people made suggestions. You know,
Oh,
complaining.
thank
about,
you so much.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
So much.
I have an
So glad
employee
you
just
offered
sitting
your
in the
opinion.
back. They don't have anything to do.
Jesus.
We were gonna take a lunch break, but you know
Yeah.
what? Forget it. Let's just open another.
I haven't
right,
eaten in
Karen, I
12
should.
hours.
I haven't sit down since yesterday.
Oh, that was the worst. I don't know. I say I'll never go back and do that again. If I ever did that again, it would just be like part-time. Sorry. I will never be a manager in a store ever again.
Being a manager is a trap.
It's never worth it.
Nope.
Luckily, I like my job, but I tell you what, it's not worth it. It's not worth the title. It's really not.
I didn't enjoy it. I did
Like,
not like being a manager.
You saying you had like 100 employees or whatever to schedule and stuff. I stress out over like my 5 employees.
Yeah. No,
I can't even
it's the
imagine.
I mean, it's a much smaller place and whatever.
Yeah.
It's still the same stressful
Yeah.
thing. But I do want to backtrack and just say, though, it was also some of the best years of my life. Some.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, you wouldn't have been there for 13 years
Yeah.
if there weren't some
Yeah,
good times.
every day was trash. 13 years is a long
13
time.
years, every day I was like, oh, tomorrow.
Tomorrow's the day.
So if you're listening, TNF,
Yeah, Tina. It wasn't all
no bad
It
blood.
wasn't all bad. I still have some
She's
really
kind
good
of a
friends.
hero.
Yeah. Also, if you're listening, she's a hero, so fuck off.
So
Maybe
was
you
that
should give her
sponsorship?
15 jackets.
Right.
Yeah. All white with little footprints on them. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, it was good too. I mean, it definitely got me into like running and snowboarding and stuff like that I never would have done.
Yeah.
They make you guys like snowboard and stuff?
They didn't make us.
They're like, yo, take this
Yeah.
jacket and go out there and snowboard.
No, it was really
Don't
cool
come
though.
back
I
until
mean,
you're a pro.
we got a lot of perks from working there. Like discounts at places and like when I started working there, I was really into rock climbing, and so the whole time I worked there, I like never had to pay for a rock climbing membership, which is very expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
That
Sarah and I
would be
go a lot.
sick.
Yeah, so I don't climb anymore.
Yeah, that's a dream is to have a rock gym membership, but
Yeah,
it's not on the horizon.
No.
Maybe next year.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see.
maybe you can get a
Sponsorship?
sponsorship.
Motherfucking sponsorship.
Yeah, we'll just take
Any,
we'll take anyone at this point.
Any
Sponsorship.
climbing gyms out there want us to advertise for a membership?
That one just opened up. They're
I don't know, don't say
advertising.
them by
Oh
name.
yeah,
No, you
the-
can't
Don't
say them
say
by-
'em by
No names.
You gotta pay for that.
No names.
Gotta pay for this shout out,
Yeah,
bitch.
well, this place is pretty cool. They got rocks and climbing.
Yeah.
Well, not really rocks, but yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, well, thank you for being on the show.
Yeah. Do you have any pop ups or anything coming up that you want to?
Yeah, plug yourself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. Let me think.
Tell us everything.
Let me think.
What is the name of my company?
Yeah. This is I just got the text before we started this, so it hasn't been official yet, but I believe I'm doing another collaboration with Wonder Lab Doozy Pots.
Oh,
Doing
yeah.
ice cream sandwiches.
Oh hell yeah!
Delicious.
So-
Mark's a freak for ice cream.
Micro's a freak for ice cream sandwiches.
Well,
Okay,
so
don't
our
make
plan,
me it sound dirty. I
like
enjoy
those
ice cream.
sandwiches.
I'm no Biden.
Yeah.
I think we're planning to do like cookie sandwiches, brownie sandwiches, and
A brownie sandwich.
Pop-Tart
Ooh.
Hell
sandwiches.
yes,
So,
dude.
is it gonna be 2 full
Hell
Pop-Tarts?
Yes.
Well, I haven't decided yet if they're gonna be the full size,
It's like a Pop-Tart
Or if
double.
it's gonna be
That's
like
a Pop-Tart
half
double
size.
down, dude.
because that's a lot.
Is it?
I don't know.
I don't
You
think
tell
it
me.
is. No, it's not.
Okay.
I mean, not for us, but
No.
we're
It
might be
badasses.
regular
Yeah,
size.
we're sick,
But
but
they'll probably
we-
be like $10.
I don't give a fuck how big they
But
are.
anyways,
Yeah, that's okay.
I think we're having a pop up at Birch Cafe on June 26th.
Cool.
June 26th,
So-
Birch Cafe pop-up. Be there.
Check the Instagrams to make
Yeah.
sure that
What's-
that's
Yeah,
right.
what's your Instagram?
What's your Instagram?
My Instagram is totally sweet baking with underscore between each word.
Got it.
Totally underscore
Totally underscore
sweet
sweet
underscore
underscore
baking.
baking.
Oh, I was wrong.
And I will be. I'm really bad at like trying to set stuff up because I feel like summer just happened.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to be at Pittsburgh Veg Fest on August 21st.
Pittsburgh.
Burger.
And these are really random. And then Nashville Veg Fest in like October.
Ooh,
Yeah,
we should
plenty
go to
of
that.
So everyone
Nashville
go to
listeners.
Nashville.
Everyone in Cleveland, go to Nashville. Skip Pittsburgh, go straight to Nashville.
I'm gonna get some Nashville
I like
listeners.
Pittsburgh.
So
Yeah.
I'll get
Yeah.
you guys some
I
Nashville
love
listeners.
Pittsburgh, and I also love Nashville. So
We'll
Yeah,
get
well-
some stickers made and send some along with you
Yes, I'll do it.
to Nashville.
hell yeah. Well,
That's awesome. We'll also give you a shout out.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Well, thank you for
Thank you.
everything.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah,
Of
thanks for coming
course.
on.
Thanks for coming on.
Sorry for all the technical-
yeah.
Yeah.
The dogs were
I'm
causing
so happy
problems.
right now.
Mike wasn't working. Hey guys, we're far enough now for me to say it, but I've just been squeezing the cord in my hand the entire
my
podcast.
Were you on the whole time?
I've been on the whole time and never
That's
cut out
awesome.
again
Yes.
since the beginning. It cut out at the start.
Wow. But Mark now has carpal tunnel.
Yeah, my hand
Nick and
kind of
Sam.
hurts.
All right.
Do it
Worth
for the
it.
pod.
2 for the
Send
pod. Pod out.
Later.
Bye.
Question.